more exciting Saturday to watch. Seeing Tribe versus Nova, the history of so many years of competition between these two squads, ending on such a tight percentage, and then Darkest Muzhan versus INTZ. INTZ had picked up the win over Darkest Muzhan, eliminating them in a prior month, but just yesterday, Darkest Muzhan defeated INTZ. These teams are evenly tied neck and neck, and it all comes down to this final war to determine which one moves on to the playoffs and which one is relegated to obscurity.
These two teams are definitely familiar with each other, Woody. We got Renan coming in to start us off with some drag bet. 11 dragons selected in their first up matchup yesterday. Renan actually had a 2-star, so he's going to look to grow that into a triple as we get started with the heroes working in here, taking out some of these key structures.
They are going for a deep dive here, Bash, crashing straight into the core of the base, knocking down the enemy Archer Queen, and maybe even taking a few pop shots off at the scatter shot or Inferno. This poor Archer Queen's a little bit distracted and won't get that deep, but still, this is a good entry for Renan. He sent in the dragons up top, not going to go for the super minions or balloons this time, instead relying on those bat bombs out the backside. Once the splash damage structures have been eliminated, he should have an easy access to finish them off. I see 2 wizard towers in the bottom and bottom left side of the base. Those are going to be the main targets he has to worry about for those bats, but otherwise, he's got a really great start, Bash.
A little bit of a bold strategy, sending that blimp all the way across the base, but the Warden's Eternal Tome gonna protect it. However, there is a dragon out of the clan castle, but he froze the town hall to make sure that those balloons get it down, and here we go. An Ice Golem coming in, which usually means the Bat Bomb is gonna follow shortly after, and here we go. The bats are gonna target that first Wizard Tower. Ice Golem pops freezing, and he's just got to get through this last Wizard Tower and that scatter shot, and these bats should have a free reign to start off with a 3-star. Another freeze gonna come in right here, Woody.
Those bats are splitting up a little bit. That single target Inferno is going to be no trouble for them at all. But look out! A Seeking Ally knocks down that dragon. He needs to get one more hit. Barely finishes off the scatter shot, and that is the little bit of advantage that you gotta see if you want the triple. Already, Renan has opened up all barrels and is firing away with maximum effect.
Woody, all of the bats are now down. The combination of the Archer Tower and the single target Inferno was enough to finish them off, but the only thing that can target these troops now is that last remaining Archer Tower. Oh man, this is gonna be such a tight finish as he's got a couple of storages up there. 30 seconds, I don't think the time's really an issue. He does have 3 archers to help the cleanup. He's gonna go ahead and throw them in on this mortar. Can these wizards, oh my goodness, the one dragon, I called it a wizard. The one dragon has barely any health. That's gonna get taken out really quickly. And then the other dragon, I'm not sure about the health of it. Let's see how it is. Woody, it's so close.
This is not guaranteed by any means. Renan's taking a lot of damage on this dragon, slowing things down. That dragon fire is just not enough. Whoop, whoop on defense. Way the MVP of the world will hold on to his 3rd star. And INTZ are sent packing home, missing 4% and that crucial triple.
That was so close, a 96% 2-star. I think if he had a little bit more time, the Grand Warden may have been able to pick off that Archer Tower, but the time ran out. Those bats just unfortunately got picked off just a little too quickly in there. Man, that one was so close, but still a very commendable start there for INTZ. But the door is wide open for the one and only Wei, the MVP of last year's Clash of Clans World Championship. And Wei sees something that he likes, and he's gonna send in the witches. We got 12 witches selected, along with some lightning spells and an earthquake to soften up the defenses.
Just like Ugandan Knuckles, he will show us the way. Darkest Muzhan looking to edge further ahead with the first triple of the war. It's mass witches. We just saw Tribe Gaming score triple after triple with the super witches, but Wei has decided to stick to the bony storm along the bottom side, relying on this massive wave of destruction. Skeletons spawning all over the left corner, hardly any spread at all. They work a lot better against single target Infernos, and that's what he sees set up in Marinol's base. The leader of INTZ will be the first to defend against a massive swarm coming in from Wei.
Oh, many witches coming in here. Wei did have a 3-star in the first matchup against INTZ yesterday, and then a 2-star in their second matchup earlier here today. But he got a jump spell down to get access to pretty much the rest of the base. Look at all of those Skellies, those Larrys getting ranged up, working through that Royal Champion. She did not stand a chance. Poor girl, she gets taken out quickly. Can the King take down this? Oh my goodness, the King takes down the Town Hall, and everything else is going to work right through the back end of this base. Woody, this is looking great.
The triumph of the Larrys! They may be knocked apart by scatter shots and giga bombs, but they keep coming back strong. Spooktober sees the witches working well on the bottom right and center of the base. Support with a bit of Hog Rider action coming on in there. Looks like a triple is very possible still. The CC comes out super late here, but sound the alarm because we've got headhunters in that base. Archer Queen taking a lot of damage, forces out the double spell from Wei, but he's got just what he needs to finish off the final section. And it looks like a triple is coming in clutch.
Looking so good. Great use of the freeze spell, not only on the scatter shot, but those clan castle troops to ensure that the queen stays up. World Champion still has that sinking shield, and there's only 4 defenses remaining. So if she wants, she can go ahead and hit a pop shot on all 4 of them. The witches with the queen backing them up, way too strong for this base. Darkest Muzhan gonna jump out to the early lead with this 3-star from Wei, with the witch spam going in on this base. Oh my goodness, those witches just crushed it. I can't believe how effective that was there, Biggs. Oh my goodness.
Well, the 2019 MVP coming in clutch for his team at the end there. What an amazing triple in this war. You got to remember, this is their last chance to stay in this qualifier. In order to go through to tomorrow's playoffs, we are in the lower bracket. You got to wipe that sweat off, strap in, because this is your last chance. But an impressive showing from Renan as well. A high percentage 2-star. They are definitely not out of this race, Woody.
Oh, they sure are not. Only a 4% lead for Darkest Muzhan. That star could be the deciding factor at the end of this war. INTZ and Darkest Muzhan have put up 14 stars before, so we can certainly expect them to do the same again when it matters most. The golden ticket is on the line here. Elimination for the team that fails, and Marinal is not going to let down his squad. The Brazilian Barbarians have so much competitive experience on the big stage and do not want to have to qualify with some sort of wild card. They're in it to win it and are looking for that big advantage here and now, Bash.
Marinal may have been watching that last matchup and saw how effective Tribe was using the Super Witches. Like, I like that. Let me go ahead and take a page out of your book here. We got 5 Super Witches selected, and they're going to go right in at the Town Hall. Did use that lightning combination to take down the scatter shot near the middle, and here we go. The Super Witch is going to spawn up those big boys and push right on through this base. Always an issue, or a concern rather, is the time with this attack as it moves very, very slowly.
Marinal's cracked the bottom and right side corners to provide some funneling here, and it's going to be using the Barbarian King once again to stab down that Town Hall. Rages him up to dodge the Giga Bomb on the outside. A really great move here from Marinal as he gets the CC pull and starts dropping spells left and right. Rage, jump. There's no poison, though, to finish off the remaining troops here. He's just relying on this massive clump of forces to finish the job. But with a big spread, archers and super minions up top are getting some amazing work done on defense and giving that Eagle Artillery a little bit more extra time to finish off a few more forces. That Archer Queen is going on a rampage through the center, but she's so low on hit points and doesn't have any big boys to block for her. How long can she survive, Bash?
Oh my goodness, that eagle shot forces her ability, but she is still healthy. Can she get the scatter down? She barely gets the scatter shot down. However, the Royal Champion is taken out on the top side, and I don't see any Super Witches remaining. I think those Super Minions in the Clan Castle on defense were actually pretty effective against this attack, slowing it down, but he still does have some Hog Riders, still has a Peck and some Wizards, but is it going to be enough to get through with the multi-target Inferno? I'm not sure that he will have enough. That P.E.K.K.A.'s pretty healthy, but it's pretty much just that P.E.K.K.A. on its own here, trying to finish this base off.
Grand Warden wandering out of that multi-target Inferno range, just trying his best to get survival and support those hogs, but couldn't get in there quick enough. Marinal quick drops a couple of archers on the gold mine at the bottom just to try to get that percentage up to 90, but doesn't manage to get the job done. INTZ sitting at 92% with just 4 stars off their first 2 attacks. Gotta say, relatively poor performance from them so far. No triples from the Brazilians, and Darkus Muzhan are going to cement their lead even higher if 25 can perform as he did in the previous war and put another triple up there.
We got 25 plus coming in with the Zap Quake Dragons. We got 5 lightning spells. We got 2 earthquakes. We'll have to see if he holds on here to that lightning spell as the 2 quakes come in, and that's exactly what he does. He's going to hold on to that oh wait, actually no, he's going to go ahead and use that lightning spell to weaken down that single enough, as the earthquake was also there to weaken it up, and we'll likely see the world champion now come in with her Seeking Shield to take that single target Inferno out. He's setting a great path here for the Dragons to go right at the Town Hall.
Fantastic funneling by 25. That bottom left compartments have been completely neutralized. 25 plus drops another couple of balloons to finish off that last archer tower over there, and we'll get a couple of sneaky goblins in here to support even additional funneling now. Really fantastic entry here as he starts the drop from that 8 o'clock position. Grand Warden on flight mode to protect the dragons, but they're starting to fan out quite a bit. Not all getting the protection from that life orb, but they will coalesce around this town hall as they start to get pulled into the CC troops.
The CC troops are out, and we see a couple of super minions in there. However, he went ahead and used the freeze. But if you notice, right there on the left-hand side next to the Town Hall,
that's an early warning.
The Royal Champion, oh yeah, it is an early warning. The Royal Champion was distracting a couple wizards, and the Dragons, they had enough through that aura, or through the Eternal Tome, rather, from the Warden to get that Town Hall down. Now we see the King and Queen on that top side to keep those Dragons inside the base and going for those key defensive structures.
Defensive firepower concentrating on the dragons at the bottom right now, but unable to get the freeze on the Inferno Tower. He instead chose to shut down the air sweeper and the scatter shot. Will that be enough to keep him on track to victory? Single target Infernos are burning up these dragons awfully fast, and there's only 5 left. Bash, they take out the enemy Archer Queen and are making their way to the backside of the base, but there's still 2 air defenses. I don't know if they've got enough in them.
He's still got the Queen's ability, but you're right, these dragons are going down quickly, down to just a trio of dragons as that eagle shot comes in. The Queen is going to have to bounce inside here and assist these dragons if he's got any chance of getting the 3-star, and she elects to go outside with the King. Oh no, this dragon getting ate up by that Expo, and the Eagle Artillery is still going to be able to fire away. So this is going to look great for if you're INTZ, but Darkus Muzhan wanted to get this triple and put themselves even further ahead. But this is such a close matchup. This can go either way still. Queen still has her ability. She's going to work up the percentage here, Woody.
Oh yeah, this is not yet over, Bash. They don't have to go through any layers of walls. They've got 90% of the base down, and the Queen's going to get a lock onto that Wizard Tower and then the Archer Tower. She's going to be able to finish both of those off. As those bombs go off, unfortunate timing of the ability as the Archers are all eliminated by the giant bombs. That might have been the mistake that cost 25 plus the 3-star in this war. A 2-star 94% is heart-wrenching for them, Banks.
Yes, a high percentage 2-star is still all right at this stage because Darkus Muzhan already have a triple on the board, and INTZ only having 4 stars up right now, so they can afford to take that 2-star attack right now, and it's just anyone's game from here on out. They're leading by a star going into it, and 5% destruction average, Bash.
That's right, they're out in front. I was honestly surprised that that Queen popped back into that compartment. I thought she was going to follow the breadcrumb of those resource buildings along the outside, but she gave herself a chance, just not quite enough. And now we're going to have Loop 0 coming in for INTZ. Actually had a pair of 3-stars yesterday. We'll see what he can do here with the Queen Charge Hybrid. More of a, what I'm considering at this point, a classic attack, as we're seeing such a shift in the meta in this qualifier.
Yeah, a bit of a hog-heavy comp here for Loop 0. He's brought 14 of them, just as many as the miners just about. We're going to add on those healers now to give that Archer Queen a little bit of a boost in the bottom compartment there. Look out, though, because that scatter shot's getting awfully close to starting to damage that Archer Queen and the healers behind her. Instead, he's going to get raged up and will dodge a few more shots here. She makes her way to the bottom compartment and will be able to knock out that air defense and the scatter shot as well. Might even engage the enemy heroes, Bash.
Oh, she
misses
out
the
here, though. The baby dragon wasn't able to get out in front of her, and the Queen goes outside. Let's see if the King can maybe push her back in here. There's not anything in front of her.
Disaster!
Oh, no, Woody. Here she's coming back, Woody. She clears out those buildings, and she's coming back in here, and she's right on the Eagle Artillery. He can keep this Queen Charge going strong.
That was a really forced misplay there for Loop Zero. Didn't expect the defenses to hold up as well as they did. And finally, the Queen is going to start looping back in. He's cracked through the walls with those super wall breakers and is now going to be able to engage the enemy CC, the enemy Royal Champion, and a scatter shot. But all three of them fighting against this poor Queen at once requires so much spell usage. I don't know if he's going to have enough to support these miners and hogs out back. Just 2 heal spells to support, and I think that Loop Zero has finally done it. He's kept this Queen alive, and even though he's lost a couple of healers in the process, he's been able to keep the damage mitigated just enough for this final push.
This may have not been the path that he was choosing for his Queen, but she came back and did exactly what he wanted her to. She took out both of those scatter shots, allowing those hogs and miners to path perfectly towards this town hall. And the only thing that's going to be an issue is we got 3 Infernos on the back end of this base as the Queen is now beating on a wall. We got plenty of hogs, we got plenty of miners, and we see even more hog riders joining the main force of this army out of that siege barracks, Woody.
Encyclopedic excitement from that Grand Tome. Eternal Tome rather, protecting all of those hogs and miners from that big Gigabomb blast. But the top corner hogs are not having as good of a time, Bash. They are really going down fast, and this is a big problem for Loop Zero, who needs to finish off all the remaining defensive structures. Miners will not lock onto that Expo or the Wizard Tower, and that's going to be a far march for him to finish off the last line here. Archer Tower is going down up top. On the right corner, Archer Queen still alive. They might just barely have it. 30 seconds left, Bash.
Woody, that Queen is the MVP of this attack. She circled all the way around, ended up getting down to that single target Inferno compartment, and she takes everything out for the 3-star. INTZ gets the answer they were looking for, exactly what they needed from Loop Zero there. An epic Queen Charge Hybrid 3-star. Wow, what an amazing Queen Charge on that attack.
Fantastic follow-up, and that is exactly what INTZ needed. Finally finding that triple and getting themselves back on the board. 94.7% average destruction makes it seem like they ought to be ahead, but triples are the only thing that gets you the wins when we see such a high hit rate in the top level of this Clash of Clans World Championship. That 1 golden ticket remaining for the $1 million prize pool of events this year is really enticing, and B is not going to let up any pressure in this next attack. Drops that clan castle down with a lot of spell damage early on and knocks out a hero in the making too. Sitting right next to it, that Archer Queen is going to be out of commission, Bash.
Great use of the lightning spells to take out the clan castle and the Queen. Now setting up the funnel, we got a ton of hogs here, 36 hog riders, but he's also got a little bit of a heavy kill squad to try to get towards this town hall. With the wall wrecker selected right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to get these heroes all the way into this town hall compartment. We're gonna have that Royal Champion come in from the bottom side, take out some of those defenses and push in. No wall wrecker yet. All right, here comes the wall wrecker. I was wondering if maybe he was gonna switch that to perhaps a siege barracks, but here comes the wrecker behind everything. Maybe that was planned, as the wall wrecker will now have a clear path to get all the way to the town hall. Wow, what an amazing vision here from B rather, to get that wall wrecker all the way in, Woody.
Yeah, buzzing straight through to the town hall. Here he goes for that big strike. That wall wrecker is most often used as a tank to provide some additional cushioning for a push, but instead this time B is just using it straight for the town hall to grab that first star. I will question that later, but I'm going to refocus right now to the hog riders out the right side corner, making their way to the multi-target Inferno and an Eagle right back to back. This is a good start for B, as he's already gotten the second star locked down here, but he needs to drop that heal spell soon. These hogs are taking a lot of damage, Bash.
They are under heavy fire from all these defenses, and we see Tesla's popping up. He's going to have to be perfect with this freeze spell, as that scatter shot can really hurt a pack of hogs. We see the remaining hogs being deployed on the top side. Still a few in the pocket. We got that heal spell coming down. Those hogs are actually really healthy there. That freeze is not going to be needed as they get close enough to that scatter shot. Woody, this is looking really strong from B. Plenty of cleanup forces on the outside. 3 remaining hogs. This is exactly what Darkest Muzhan wants to do. Keep their pedal on the metal and go for the 3-star.
Look, I was questioning it earlier, but it seems that B has got the mind of a champion and the force to back it up. These hogs are on a rampage through the blast layer of the base and have finished it off with overwhelming success. Darkest Muzhan with 8 stars leading this war, Banks.
Yes, Darkest Muzhan putting another triple on the board, edging that ever so much further away from INTZ. Loop Zero have managed to keep INTZ in the war by putting up his own triple, so still keeping them in it, but you know what, Darkest Muzhan just keep applying the pressure, so can INTZ keep up, Bash?
They're gonna have to get a triple here. The way Darkest Muzhan has played them, not only here in this matchup, but in yesterday's matchup, they're keeping that momentum moving here. Sorry, I'm a loss for words after that attack was just absolutely crushing that base. We got the one and only Bernal coming in with a Zap Lalo though here, Woody.
Oh yeah, Bernal is so super experienced, one of the most well-known players on the INTZ squad. One of the best Brazilian teams, and he knows it, having competed internationally, most recently at the ESL Clash of Clans World Championship last year in 2019, going to Hamburg all the way. He wants to make it there again to grab another spot in the World Cup finals, and with a big Lava Loon army, he has staked his claim in the skies for this next attack, Bash.
These heroes are starting off strong. If he can get this king into this compartment, the king with his ability will be able to take down that clan castle. You see he still has that one remaining lightning spell, and we've seen that used a ton to take out any headhunters out of the defending clan castle. Free spell on the single target Inferno as he goes ahead and pops that king's ability. The first star is secured as the town hall falls, and here we go with a huge clan castle, and the lightning spell comes in to take those headhunters down.
Bernal was one of the players who picked up the 3-star against Space Station Gaming yesterday and kept INTZ in the fight after their loss to Darkest Muzhan in the group stage. He is looking for revenge now and is firing on all cylinders, fast and furious. Archer Queen dives deep into the base, locks the enemy Archer Queen, fires away, popped her down! Excellent start for Bernal as he neutralizes the super minions up top with a great place on that poison spell.
That poison spell was so precisely placed. Got those super minions down. You definitely do not want super minions chasing around packs of balloons. But look at this scatter shot. It's targeting the Stone Slammer. However, it's damaging the balloons behind, and he's going to lose a few balloons here. But he pops that Warden's ability to keep them up and moving through the base. Stone Slammer, if the first one's going to go down, he's going to have to go ahead and work through and get to that second Stone Slammer and the Eagle Artillery in the middle of the base if he's going to have a chance. These balloons going ahead, nice path through here, but they go back outside the Stone Slammer, heading over towards that Eagle area at least.
A perfect path for Bernal, one of the MVPs from this INTZ squad. Faces off against a terrifying single target Inferno on the left corner, which burns up 2 of his dragons. That is not a good result, but still plenty of balloons along the top side and hardly any air defenses to knock them down. This looks like a triple to me, and INTZ are on their way to 10 stars total, Bash.
This is what they needed. Get that triple on the board. Keep the pressure on Darkest Muzhan. We're going to have to see if these balloons have enough. There's a lot of cleanup around.
Oh, air skeletons!
Oh, no. What do you call it just as they popped up? The air skeletons may be devastating. That Expo has too much health. Woody. Oh, no. These balloons are going down. The Inferno is at near full health. Will the cleanup troops have enough? There's only 9 seconds here.
Go, no time to waste!
Go,
Pops
go,
up minions, swarm the Inferno Tower, firing with all they've got! They don't get it! INTZ denied with 1 sliver of hit points left on the Inferno Tower!
What? Oh my goodness! That Inferno was so close to going down. How did that stay up? Those air skeletons distracted just enough, and they couldn't finish it off. INTZ needed that 3-star so bad. Darkest Muzhan can really put this one away with this next attack. Wow, I can't believe they didn't get that Inferno down, Woody.
The one tiny decision to set that skeleton trap to air is what saved Kartik's life and might send Darkest Muzhan on to the playoffs. What an amazing finish with the slimmest of margins. Bernal misses his shot and is forced back with just a 2-star. Darkest Muzhan celebrating, clapping backs, high-fiving in the war room as it seems ever more evident that they will be the team to advance.
And Kartik is going to look to put this away with some drag bat here. We got 10 dragons. We got 5 bat spells. We also have a couple of lightning spells. A lot of times when you see a pair of lightning spells, that's going to be used on an air sweeper perhaps. So we'll have to see if that's exactly what we have used here, maybe to make sure that those dragons go the way that he wants to. Gonna go ahead and use a Yeti down here at the bottom of the base. This attack is all over the place so far. I'm trying to figure out where he's gonna go in with these dragons. There goes that zap that I spoke of, so maybe he's gonna come in from this like 5 to 6 o'clock position at the bottom side of the base and try to get those dragons with a blimp all the way to the town hall.
Building up the drama for this attack, Kartik starting off a bit slow. He's waited until the 45-second mark just to get the funneling done on the bottom side, and that's got me worried about a possible time fail here. These dragons certainly are not the fastest of creatures, and he's going to really have to rely heavily on the bat bomb out the backside to get the rest of the work done. Spread out wizard towers along the top right and top left positions are going to be hard to reach on both sides, and he's really going to have to rely heavily on these 4 free spells that he's brought. Pops an early Eternal Tome as he makes his way to the center, a rage spell to keep them on path. He pulls the CC out, and he doesn't have to worry too much about these headhunters. Those dragons are going to have an easy snack.
Yeah, those dragons gonna go ahead and eat up those headhunters. The town hall, oh no, Woody, the town hall did not go down though, as that tornado trap was OP. Oh no, Woody, this could be devastation. However, Kartik,
what is happening, Bash?
He can save this, but that is not what he, oh my God, all the dragons are gone. Woody, what happened?
He's already deployed his heroes out on the right side. The king and queen are down. He still does have the royal champion that he can send in. The town hall is activated, so it's acting as a defense, and he will be able to target onto it. But if he misses the 2-star, he is going to be in a world of hurt. Tosses the shield, and that will be enough to knock it down. Breathing a sigh of relief, Kartik looked to have a really tough time in the midsection of his base, but will still be able to barely survive. INTZ are going to have a little bit of wiggle room now on this last stage of this fight.
What's wild here is he actually has a pretty nice path now for his bat bomb. Gets the scatter shot out, but that, oh, the wizard tower gets frozen. There's not enough bats to finish that one off, as there are so many defenses up there. Still a very respectable percent, but as you mentioned, INTZ, the opening they may have been looking for here, as this one definitely went sideways for Kartik.
Yeah, this is really going to drag their percentage down as well. They're only in the 70s right now, and cleanup along the outer edges is going to be tough with so many exterior defenses. That left side archer tower is going to be the clutch defender for Renan's base, just trying to keep that percentage as low as possible. INTZ with 95.8% are going to be competitive on the percentage race. They will need a triple to get that back up and above Darkest Muzhan, but it is still a war up for grabs by either team. Kartik will finish off that doesn't finish off the Dark Elixir drill, in fact, and that's going to drag their percentage down to 93, Banks.
Yes, INTZ, just like that, are back in the war. They're only trailing by a star, so yes, they are going to have to put a triple up in their last attack and just pray that something like that happens again in the next attack from Darkest Muzhan, Bash.
I almost wonder if Kartik would have started his bats on the left-hand quarter after that Town Hall falls, if he could have maybe got a little bit more out of it. Maybe still not a triple, but a great recovery there. Great use of the World Champion to go ahead and save the attack, but maybe an interesting choice on the bats to all those defenses. But Celino from INTZ is going to have to respond. You'd like, well, I guess we're down to the last attack. You have to triple here. You wouldn't like to triple. You got to get the triple if you're INTZ. And we got an old school hybrid with some lightning spells. A zap hybrid coming in here. Woody taking out that single target Inferno to go ahead and start this one off.
That hybrid with a Queen Charge and the Siege Barracks to back up for additional funneling along the outside edge. The bottom right side of the space is about to be an easy snack for this Queen. She's going to be walking along the exterior here and gets a few balloons to support, seeking out a potential seeking air mine. Hasn't found one yet. Those coconut loons are going to go down without any benefit, but Celino will still stay on track for this early hit. Headhunter goes in to help out clearing that Royal Champion, and has got some more easy hits with these balloons along the outer edge. Starting a bit slow, he's going to finally move into that right side corner where the Hogs and Miners will have an easy shot at the Town Hall, Bash.
And he pulls out a few of the archers out of the clan castle, so we might see well, it's kind of hard to say with only 3 archers coming out, but to see what comes out of this clan castle. The one downside to using 5 lightnings and an earthquake to take out that compartment is now he doesn't have a lot of rages for this Queen Charge, and he's gonna have to get this Queen moving quickly.
Oh no!
Take her down, Woody! Oh no! She goes down for the Super Minion's ability with the long range. Oh no, devastation.
Celino is obliterated. Too late on the draw with that rage spell. The big fire on his hip. B pulls it out and blasts him away. That scatter shot getting massive splash damage on the Archer Queen to finish her off. Even with the Royal Cloak healing, Celino has been wrecked, demolished, absolutely driven back. The defenses of B in this match will reign supreme as a 3-star becomes very unlikely.
This 3-star is going to be very hard, and that's exactly why these clans have been running this.
Oh no!
They will
Where's
stop
this Warden
Queen Charge.
going?
Oh my goodness, Woody! The devastation in the middle of the base with the scatter shot, the Eagle taking all the troops out. Oh man, that scatter. Oh, INTZ gonna fall just short of what they were looking here with this attack from Salino. That Queen Charge got crushed.
Squished like a bug! B is buzzing toward victory, hoarding his honey and happy to taste the sweet revenge against an INTZ squad that seemed poised for a fantastic comeback in the last round of battle. But Salino couldn't get the job done. Darkest Muzhan with the star advantage just need to put up a 2-star here and they will take it all home, Bash.
Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that from INTZ on the final attack. Epic devastation. Those super minions crushed that queen. She was really low as he walked in towards that clan castle. I'm surprised he didn't get that rage in quicker, but with the super minions being at such a distance, what happened was she popped her ability and those minions were shooting those rockets in, and that rocket landed just as she hit that ability and took her down. Now Ty from Darkest Muzhan just needs a 2-star to put this one away and move them over to the playoffs here on Sunday, Woody.
Easy opportunity to advance, and Darkest Muzhan are breathing a sigh of relief, happy to walk this one home. Their loss to Nova Mao Do has sent them down to the lower brackets, but they will be advancing to the playoffs with just one more easy win on the last base to defend. INTZ have set their town hall far toward the exterior of this base, and that's going to be an easy target for Ty. He just needs that 2-star 50%, and that will be victory for Darkest Muzhan.
And he's got these witchy women working in towards this town hall. That is a herd of witches paired up with the skeletons. Super spooky here in October. That queen charging towards the town hall. The queen's gonna go, or the king rather, is gonna try to cut everything off and push everything into the middle of the base so that he can jump them through towards those defenses. And look at all those witches go under the warden's eternal dome, Woody. It's such a beautiful thing to see.
Overwhelming firepower. Ty dumps it all in, not taking any risks at all, and that is what you want to see if you're a fan of Darkest Muzhan. Knocks the town hall down for the first star. 42%, and just needs a few more to finish this all off. Bash, they are going on to the playoffs.
Darkest Muzhan coming in clutch, taking this match from start to finish. They had the lead. Oh my goodness, what a performance. It seemed like they had INTZ's number this month as they crushed them in both of these matchups. The jump spell coming down to get access to the back end, and Ty is going for the throat. He wants to finish this match off with the 3-star, build that momentum into tomorrow's playoff.
Bowling for a superior strike, INTZ sets them up, and Darkest Muzhan knocks them down. Another jump spell on the back end to give even more firepower dumped onto this base. A single target Inferno is looking pretty tough and steady, but a swarm of skeletons will be fantastic insulation for an Archer Queen out back. Lots of support from those healers, and he is actually looking for a triple. Might not be denied, Bash.
This queen is going strong. Throws the freeze on the world champion. I thought we might see that freeze come in on the scatter shot, but the queen's ability still in hand. That might be all he needs, but that scatter shot is taking down witches left and right as the queen is distracted on skeletons. Oh no, the witches are dropping. The healer's getting him back up. He's only got a few defenses here, but 30 seconds and no way out of this compartment. You're gonna have to use the queen's ability to get them out. Get a moving, queen. Break that wall down.
Really needs to get out of here fast, but didn't pop the right line of that compartment and will have to travel once again if she wants to get to the exterior. Not going to have enough time to finish off the last defenses on the top side, but that's good enough. You done good, pig. You done good. Ty is going on to the playoffs with the rest of his squad. Darkest Muzhan have trounced INTZ back-to-back in this month's competition, Bash.
That's right. And what a performance, Ty. Not quite enough to get through there, but Banks, Darkest Muzhan taking it home.
Yes, they have indeed. Ty putting the nail in the coffin for Darkest Muzhan to close out that win. They will be moving on into tomorrow's playoffs. And